Welcome to Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 190. Lakers got that victory against the Houston Rockets. LeBron James doing LeBron James things. I've said this many times, that sentence, LeBron James doing LeBron James things. I got to keep saying it because he's in year 21, 38, 39 years old, still balling out. He's 38. He's about to be 39. December, I believe, is his birthday. But no other player has done what he has done so consistently. I'm going to say that again, so consistently. Yeah, he's averaging the most points of any person in year 21. There were 5 other players before him that has played 21 years in the NBA. None of them averaged more than 7 or so points a game, and he's averaging over 25. Now, there have been other players in the NBA that were 38 years old that averaged, over 7 points a game, and that was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he wasn't in his 21st season. But even with that, LeBron has already passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in all-time scoring. So that's a thing, right? So we're not comparing him to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We're comparing him to just the rest of the league, the people that were considered greatness before LeBron James. MJ, you guys know what I'm talking about, Michael Jordan, right? Kobe Bryant, all the other people out there, right, that we compare to the greatest. LeBron has averaged over 25 points a game. This will be his 18th season straight doing that. I believe it might be 19, actually. I got to look that up just to verify. No other person has done it more than 13 or 14 times. And he's done it 19 straight, right? Most of the people, the only other person that has more than 12 is Kevin Durant. He's on an active streak. I believe his is 13 or something like that, right? After that, no other person has more than 12 seasons total, more than 25 points a game. Kobe Bryant is one on that list. I think Karl Malone is on that list. People like that, right? MJ isn't on that. MJ, I believe, might have 12 or give or take. I don't remember for sure. And that's total, right? And he didn't play as many seasons. He retired a couple times, stopped playing. So, yeah. All I'm saying, is LeBron's greatness can't be denied. People like to downplay his greatness and say he flops, say he's not a scorer, say he can't shoot. There's so many arguments every day. His play, his action is just going to keep negating those thoughts, those words. He's not a scorer. Well, he's only the greatest scorer in NBA history because the stats say, he passed the all-time great. He's the number 1 leading scorer all time ever in the history of the NBA. Okay, so, you tell me he's not a scorer, but, he's only the greatest scorer ever. Okay. You say he can't shoot. You say he doesn't have a bag. When they say a bag, they say all you do is he just, he's so big, he just gets his way in and just muscles people down and just scores inside constantly. Okay, if that's the truth, all right, he shoots more 3-pointers than Michael Jordan and Kobe did. I just mean average per game, right? And he has a better 3-point percentage than both of those guys over their career. If you look up the average, he averaged higher percentage 3-point shooting than both of those guys. Now, once again, I'm not trying to take down Kobe or take down MJ, and it shouldn't ever be that. When I hear people talk about LeBron's greatness or anyone else's greatness, we shouldn't try to diminish them by comparing them, using other guys to diminish them. We should be able to celebrate both of those people. We should be able to say, hey, this person is great. That person is also great. That other person is also great too. There's not many great players, so we should be able to talk about those people that are great without tearing another one down. That's how I feel. All right, that was my little rant. I'm going to get back to the Lakers game versus Houston. So we have won, out of the last 6 games, we've won 5. Because at one point, we were 2-5, I believe. or 3-5 at one point, right? So we are now 8-6. That means we have gone 5-1 over the last 6 games. That has gotten us into 6th place in the Western Conference. It's a really good Western Conference. A lot of good teams. Of course, Denver's up at the top. Other teams playing well. The Kings have been playing super well. That's why they beat us. So in this game, we got our get back with Houston. We won 105-104 to the Houston Rockets. And people might scoff at that, but Houston has been really good this season so far, for the most part. They were 6-4 before we played them. That means they beat at least 6 other teams out there in the Western Conference. So in this game, LeBron James, LeBron James doing LeBron James things, 37 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Man, just doing it all. He was 7 for 9 free throws, 14 for 19 from the field, 2 out of 5 from three-point range. Let's talk about another thing. Like, LeBron James' shooting this year has been really great. I've been hearing a lot of talk. It's only been 13 games, of course, into the season, but he's shooting 39.7% from three-point range. That is outstanding for anybody in the NBA. But for LeBron James, that's phenomenal. In a Lakers jersey, he's never shot more than 36% from the three-point range. And here he is at this point shooting almost 40%, shooting 5.6 of them per game. That's damn good. Free throw shooting right around 70%, but his scoring is at 26.4 points a game, averaging 8.2 rebounds, 6.5 assists, averaging 1.7 steals a game. So, yeah, I looked on the stats, and he's in the top, 15 in steals this year, by the way. So, LeBron pretty much carried us in this game for the most part. I saw in this game it came down. It was tied with 1 point something left in the game. That's because LeBron James drove to the basket, got fouled, ended up shooting 2 free throws, missed the first one. If he would have missed the second one, most likely the game would have went into overtime. So he hit the second one. Houston had 1-something seconds left, so not enough time to really get up a good shot. They missed their last shot, and we walked out with the victory. And I will say that, once again, the last time we played Houston was 6 or 7 games ago, and they blew us out, beat us by more than 30 points in that game. So for us to get this get back is good. It's big time. I think we might play Houston maybe 2 more times this season. And, man, I'm looking forward to what we keep displaying. And LeBron James keep playing at this level. We just need to get a couple people back. We need to get Vanderbilt back. He hasn't played 1 game this season. He's regarded as our best defensive player. So if we can get him back in the lineup and Cam Reddish keep doing what he's doing, since he's been starting, by the way, Cam Reddish, since he's been starting, a big fact that I just learned is that since he's been starting, he has been leading the league in assists, in steals. Since Cam Reddish has been starting, he's been averaging over 3 steals a game. That's phenomenal, right? That's damn good. People are saying, man, I've never seen Cam Reddish play this type of defense before. What are the Lakers getting? Something the Lakers coaches or LeBron or somebody's getting out of him that no one can get out of him. That's phenomenal. I didn't expect this from Cam Reddish either. The preseason, he didn't look good at all. So when we chose to start him, I was kind of flabbergasted in a way. And yes, I'm using that word, flabbergasted, because he didn't show potential. It didn't show in the preseason, right? He didn't shoot well. He didn't play well. He didn't look good out there at all. And even the start of the season, when he wasn't starting, he didn't look that great either. He looked okay. So then when they benched Austin Reeves, and Reeves was playing pretty bad to start the season too. So I didn't really understand why Reddish got the go ahead to start. But once they did, he actually played well. And LeBron backing him up when he missed that 3-pointer in one of the games. He had a 3-pointer, I think, against Miami. LeBron passed him. If he would have hit the 3, Cam Reddish would have won the game. But he missed it, and we lost the game. But LeBron said right after the game that, hey, that was a good shot. I will pass it to you again. Be ready. And then not too long after that, I think the very next game we started him. So I'm like, oh, what the? And then that gave him great confidence, apparently, because then he started just knocking down 3-pointers like it wasn't nothing. Since then, I believe he's shooting over 50% from 3-point range. Man, now he's leading the league in steals, just in those amount of games. But that's amazing. And considering we don't even have Vanderbilt back, and he's supposedly our best defensive player. So if we get Vanderbilt back and Cam Reddish is playing this kind of defense and both of them can play that defense, maybe we can. Because right now we started Davis, Tayshaun Prince, LeBron James, Cam Reddish, and D'Angelo Russell. So when Vanderbilt comes back, you might have to take Prince out of that starting lineup and then keep Reddish maybe. We'll try it with Reddish starting and Vanderbilt starting. With Reddish shooting lately, that'll help with the 3-point. Prince, with the 3-point shooting from the starters, right? Because we were worried about if we take Prince out, we don't have 3-point shooting because Vanderbilt is not the greatest 3-point shooter either. Prince has been, supposedly, before he got to the Lakers, near 40% 3-point shooter from the corners, right? But since he's been with us, he has been, not shooting 3-pointers well at all. And they always talk about that Laker curse, like people that are good shooters, they come to the Lakers and then all of a sudden that disappears. They can't shoot anymore. And that seems to be what's happening with him right now because he's a career 37% 3-point shooter, which is pretty good. But with us right now, he's shooting 28.3% from 3-point range, and that is bad. That's bad for anybody. And he's taking 4.4 3-pointers a game with us at 28%. That is horrible. That would be his lowest in his career. Even his rookie year, his lowest ever was 32.4% from 3-point range. And he's shooting 28%. Now, they say just like with anything, if somebody's a great shooter and he's having, it's 82 games in the season, it's only 13 games in for him. If he's shooting this bad, there's no way it's going to stay the same. It's going to course correct at some point in time. Well, I hope that does. But when Vanderbilt comes back, because if his 3-point shooting is bad and Tayshaun Prince is starting, his defense is not all that great. He's only about 6'6", so he's sort of an undersized forward, right? Because forwards in this league, you got to be at least 6'8" or so. And there's forwards out there that are 6'10", 6'11", some even 7 foot, so it's hard to have a 6'6" forward out there, that's undermatched, undersized on the defensive end, unless you're providing outstanding benefits like scoring, 3-point shooting. Now, if your 3-point shooting is horrible, that negates the purpose. That's what, if we get Vanderbilt back, I say we take Tayshaun Prince out the starting lineup, put Vanderbilt in the starting lineup along with Cam Reddish. So that's 6'8". We got 6'8" Vanderbilt, 6'8" Cam Reddish, a 6'8", 6'9" LeBron James. You got a 6'10", 6'11" Anthony Davis, and then you have D'Angelo Russell at 6'4". That would be a hell of a starting lineup right there. That's 4 6'8" guys or better, and 3 out of the 5 are known for their defense. And I wasn't even including LeBron James in that sentence, are known for their defense. LeBron James, when he wants to, he's coming out the corner. He's just running up on you and swatting you at the rim, throwing it out of bounds. Yeah, that guy, that LeBron James. So that would be a hell of a lineup. I would love to see that. I really hope that Vanderbilt is coming back really soon. Our next game again is against the Utah Jazz. That's considered an in-season tournament game. So far, we are 3-0 in these in-season tournament games. I believe if we beat Utah, we are guaranteed to win whatever our bracket is to be in this in-season tournament. And then from there, I guess it goes into some kind of bracket form. At some point, the championship is going to be held in Las Vegas. I still haven't seen these brackets, so I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if They say it's going to count as these in-season tournaments count as regular season record, but once the final game, that one doesn't count as a regular season at all. It's going to be played in Vegas. So, yeah, I really don't know how that works, but that's what's going on. So we play the Utah Jazz next. Hopefully we continue our win streak. Before I finish, let me go over also the scores. Anthony Davis also had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. So far, Anthony Davis is averaging 22 points a game, 11.7 rebounds, 3.7 assists. And he's been damn near at some leading the league in blocks. So I hope that he gets Defensive Player of the Year. By the way, he's never gotten Defensive Player of the Year before, which I believe he's been deserving of it a few times. All right, everybody, that's going to do it. Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 190. Hey, come back. Definitely subscribe. Check out me on Spotify, Apple Play, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Just check me out. Yeah, subscribe. I'm out.